Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a long time for this video. I have two kids now. One is 3 months old and the other one is just finishing up kindergarten here, so I've been really busy. But today we are going to be making the pretty in pleats pattern. For this tutorial, we're going to need 2 different colors of weight for yarn. Your primary color is going to be the top of the pleats, and your secondary color is going to be the underside of the pleats. Then you're going to need your tape measure, a size 5mm hook, your needle, and scissors. So I'm going to start with the secondary color. This pattern is meant to be about 15 inches long, but you can customize it to make it shorter or longer. I'm going to be making this for my friend's baby, so I'm going to be making my chain about 8.5 inches. For the 15-inch one, it is a chain of 55, but if you want to make it longer or shorter, you just add 4 or subtract 4 from the starting chain. Because I'm making it shorter, I did a chain of 34. And then we're just going to start single crocheting in this back bump of the chain. So you go into the next chain from the hook. Once you get to the end of the first row, put your last single crochet in there, and then we are going to turn our work and do a stacked double crochet. So you go right back into this first stitch, you do 1 single crochet, then you're going to go into the same one, the second loop here, and just put another single crochet right on top of that. That keeps your edge clean and that counts as your double crochet. We're going to skip 1 stitch and then place 2 double crochet in that one, chain 1, then put 2 more double crochets in there, then we're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, go into the 4th one and do the same thing, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 more double crochet in that stitch, and this stitch pattern is called the iris stitch. So then skip your 3, go into the 4th, and just repeat that until you get to the end of the row. Once you get to the end here, you'll have 2 stitches left over, so then it'll match the front of having the beginning of the row having 1 skipped. So I'm just going to skip that one and then put my last double crochet in the end. Then we're going to turn our work again. This is what it should look like so far. So again, we're just gonna start with the stacked double crochet. So we go right into this first stitch here, single crochet, back into this second little loop here, and that's the first double crochet. Then we're gonna start working in the chain one space, and we're just gonna do the same 2 double crochet, chain one, another 2 double crochet. Then we're going to go right into the next chain one space and continue the pattern all the way to the end of this row again. Just getting to the end of the row here. Do my final cluster. And then find the top of your double crochet. Put your last double crochet in there. And then turn your work. And we're going to do one more round exactly the same. So do your first stacked double crochet. Then work into the chain one space, 2 double crochets, chain one, 2 more double crochet, just getting towards the end of the row here, and then we are going to change to our primary color. Let's find your top of your double crochet there. There are a couple different ways you can do color changes, so you can do it however you like. I like to just add mine in for the final loop, and it finishes off that row. And then flip your work. So after our first single crochet of this row, we are going to be working in the front loop only for this one. It just helps with the pleats at the end. So you're going to single crochet into the stitches, but skip your chain ones. Otherwise your stitch count will be off. So we're just going to do front row all the way to the end. And then for the last double crochet, you're just going to single crochet through the whole thing. And then we're going to turn our work, do our stacked double crochet. So again, into this second loop here. Then we're going to skip one and to do the same pattern of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Then we're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, go into the 4th stitch, and we're just going to repeat this until the end of the row. And then you're going to do this until you have 7 rows of this pattern. I'm just getting to the end of my last row here, and as you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna end off with our last double crochet here and switch colors again. Then turn your work. And we are going to do single crochet at the top here, and then this time we're going to do back loop only instead of the front loop for this one. And again, skipping your chain ones. And just do this all the way to the end of the row. So I'm just gonna finish my last single crochet here. That's my baby in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. And then we're gonna just repeat the pattern, our stacked double crochet. Skip one, go into this next one, and do your cluster. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, into this fourth one here. And then you're just gonna keep repeating this pattern until you have the correct number of panels with the primary color here. This is gonna be your top part of the pleat. So for an extra small, you need 6 full panels. For a small, you need 7, a medium 8, a large 9. Then you'll have your extra large 10, and then for each size, just keep adding 1. And then once you finish your full panels of this color, come back and we'll finish with another half panel of the secondary color. I finished off my last full panel, and then I started my next half panel for the end here, again doing single crochet all the way across in the back loop only for this one, and single crochet through both the beginning and end. And then I did 3 rows of the iris stitch, and now to end off the edge of this panel, we're just going to single crochet through every stitch to the end other than the chain 1 space. We'll be skipping those. And we're just going to go through normally, not back or front loop this time. Got the last stitch here, and then we are going to fasten off at the end of this row, leaving a tail to weave in at the end. We're going to be working along the edge now, so depending on if you want the strings on the bottom for decoration, or if you want to just work over top of them to have less ends to weave in at the end, then we'll start on this side here. You want to make sure that your primary color is going to be folded properly over top. So make sure you got your edges right there. So I'm starting in the corner here, and I'm just going to go into the very edge stitch of this row. I'm going to single crochet along the entire top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one will be 8. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. And you should have 15 for each panel, and then at the end you should have another 8 for the last half panel. So we're just going to do that all the way across, and then meet me back here once you've done all your single crochets. Now that I've finished the entire row of single crochets, we're going to put our stitch markers in so you know where to fold the pleats. We're going to mark the beginning and end of the primary color rows. So you can just count to know where you need to be. The first one should have 8, so put it in the first one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I put it in the first stitch of this primary color, and then the next one at the end of the primary color. Then you're going to count, including this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to be our middle stitch. Then count again, including from this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that'll bring you to the first stitch of the primary color again. And then I'm going to mark the end of this primary color. I'm going to mark the middle of this one. I don't have enough stitch markers, so I'm going to be moving them as I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I'm going to show how to fold the pleats. We're going to take this first one here, fold it so you have all 3 rows there. And you are going to lose some stitches in this as the pleats go in, because they will be folded up. And then you're going to bring this one over to the middle here and put it through that same loop. And then you're going to take the next one here and put it in the middle loop as well. And now that I have them both in there, I'll just take this middle marker out. And I'm going to put it at the start of the next row here. And again, I'm just going to take this stitch marker. I'm going to fold the pleat over and put it in the same stitch as this one. Then I'm going to take this side, fold it over, put it in the same one, and then take the extra stitch marker out. So they should look like this on this side, and while you're going through, you are going to have to kind of adjust them a little bit, especially if your yarn is super soft. It won't hold the fold as well. So I'm going to flip my work here. And I'm going to take out this one just to get it out of my way. And I'm going to do 4 stitches into this. So I'm going to go right through the first one. And then kind of just work through. It's going to be going through 2 stitches here. I'm going to take this out of my way because I know where I'm going, and it'll be easier to get the hook through. So there's 1 layer, 2 layers, and then going through this 3rd layer here. And then we're just going to single crochet right through this whole thing. And then that's 1. Then we're going to go through again, 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, 2, going through again, 3, and then 4, and now I'm just going to take these and line them up a bit better. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to take this fold here. Just make sure you get them all out. I'm going to go through both sides. That's 1, that's the 2nd, and that'll be the 3rd. Now I'm just going to pull through all of them. That's 1, and I'm going to go through again, 2, and then we'll go through a 3rd time here. 3, and now I'm getting to the middle stitch here. And we're gonna crochet through both of them. So first I'm gonna go through this middle hole. I'm gonna take this first stitch marker out to get it out of my way. And then I'm gonna find the end here and do my last single crochet halfway through there. So just yarn over and pull through. And then we're gonna go right through the same one again. And you just want to make sure you're going to have 3 on this fold. I'm going to go through these 2 here where the stitch marker was. And I'm going to yarn over and pull through all those loops. Then I should have 3 loops left on my hook. I'm going to go through again and just finish off that single crochet there. Then I'm going to go through 1, 2, and 3. That's that fold there. And then we're just going to do the same all the way across. 1, 2, 3. And then just take my fold there and get it all lined up. Go through the first 2 loops. That's 1. And we'll do 2. And 3. And now we're in the middle here, so we're gonna go through this first one and go through the end stitches here, yarn over, pull through both, then go back through this middle stitch, and I'm going to go through these 2 here, yarn over and pull through all of those. I have my 3 loops here, yarn over and pull through and finish that single crochet off. Then we're doing our 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just going to go back over and put in the rest of my stitch markers. And these are the pleats so far. So again, the start and end of the primary colors. Counting 9 over, including this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's my middle stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then just bring this back over. To the middle stitch. Take that one out of my way. And same with this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put that through the middle stitch. Take this one out of my way. I'm just taking these and putting them sideways through the 9th and 10th one over from the middle stitch so it fits in a little bit easier. And put that one through the same hole as the stitch marker. And the end here, and then the beginning of this primary color, and just bring that one over top to finish that half pleat there. And take this one out of the way. Again, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and line up my fold here. One, 2, 3, going through this middle one, and the final through there, yarn over, pull through, go right back through that middle stitch, not this one, just the middle stitch. And I'm going to take this one out of my way and go through those all through 3 layers, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all, and that's finished. And we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And we're just going to continue this until you have all of your pleats done. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 into my middle here. Yarn over, pull through, and then go right back through the middle. Take this one out of my way. Yarn over, pull through 3 loops, pull through all 3, then 1, 2, and the final here, 3, and then I got my 3 stitches here, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go through the rest of these layers here. 1, 2, 3, on this side I end up with 5. Oh, I missed the back loop in that one. That's 3. 4. And through this last one here. And that's 5. And then we're just going to flip it over, make sure our pleats all look good. And then we're just going to single crochet along the entire top. And then we're just going to go back and forth along the waistband here until you have it as thick as you would like. I typically do 5 to 9 rows. This would be counted as 1. You want to make sure that when you get it as high as you'd like, that you're ending on the front side of the skirt. I got one of the ends poking out here. And once you get to the amount you want for your waistband, meet me back here and we will finish off the skirt. Now that I've finished the top of the waistband, I'm just gonna leave a tail there and pull the loop through to fasten that off. We're gonna flip the skirt over and sew part of these half panels together. So you're gonna take your secondary color again, make your slip knot, and then we're going to be working through, I'm going to start on this side, put one through there, the back loop only on both sides, and yarn over, and then just pull through all the loops, then into the next one and the next one, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Try not to make these stitches too tight because then it will shrink it up in the back. Let's go on to the next one. Pull through. And for my usual length, I do about 40 stitches, but if you've changed your length, I just try to do into the 4th space down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how high I'm going to go up to. Okay, so I've gone up as far as I want to go there. I'm just going to leave a string there and fasten this off. And then we're going to go through and tuck in all our loose ends. Now that I've tucked in all my strings, I'm just gonna make a chain for the lacing up in the back. And you're just gonna make it as long as you need to go through. So it depends how much you've sewn up the back. I'm just gonna start going through. You can kind of decide how many times you want it to loop through. You just want to make sure you have enough to tie it at the end and have enough to stretch it all the way open. think that's about as long as I need it. So I'm just gonna cut off there. I'm just gonna finish the same here. And now that I've got those through, for these ends here, we're just gonna make a little knot, tie that around. And just pull it nice and tight. And then we can cut the end off here. And we're gonna do the same for this side. Just fold it a little bit, wrap it around your finger. Tied up, and it's finished. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. The link to my pattern also below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'd love to see your work once it's finished and see what colors you guys have chose. So feel free to tag me in anything that you post on Instagram at Taylor's Crochet Co.